a small.
Build the new world with me. This is our reason. It has been from the beginning, since you were a little boy with a box.
Hello. So, let's talk about it. I just watched the final episode of the Game of Thrones, and when I tell you I was parched, so thirsty, so much tea, I'm gonna try to get into it quick as possible. Okay, so there are so many things I want to address. Before I address it, let's go with scene by scene. And if you did not watch it, you should not watch this because big spoiler alert coming your way. So I forgot his name. I can't pronounce it, so I don't want to butcher it. But Jaime Lannister, his imp, the imp brother, I think his name is Tyrion. He found Jaime and Cersei. So yeah, the last episode, last Sunday, when you see the things fall, yes, that killed them. They died. He found them. He cried. Okay, so Daenerys gives this speech, about doing all of this, doing all of that. But the whole time I'm live tweeting the episode talking about someone needs to stab her. Never thought I would say that. I loved her since season 1 of the Game of Thrones. I never had no problems with her. Then the bitch went mad. Okay, I understand. Granted, they killed 2 of your kids. Tuna. Then on top of that, they beheaded your best friend. Understandable. They enslaved your family. Kudos. But bitch, you had no remorse. You was Thanos in these motherfuckers. You was Thanos in them. Like, oh, girl, you a little deadly bitch. So, then the imp, the queen's hand, see, he walks up to her. Jon Snow thought he was about to take out the game, but he said, I committed treason, I released my brother, but you slaughtered the village and threw the pin on the floor. Then she was about to execute his ass. You already know how she gives it up. She's an executor, so she got ready to execute his ass. On top of that, so yeah, I need to sit down because this is some tea. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so this is some tea. So after that happened, she goes and what does she do? She goes and she got him arrested, and then Jon Snow's convincing her to talk to her and whatnot. And Arya tells her, you're a threat. Arya tells him you're a threat because only you know the truth and you're a threat to her and whatnot. And boom. So Jon goes and try to talk to the imp, tells him, that's my queen. And he goes and say, you have to make a decision because she's really bad for the throne and stuff like that. Mind you, Daenerys, I would have no problem had she sat on the throne, had she and killed them people. Like, damn, girl. At least Thanos left some people. And the only person that survived that whole thing was probably a couple of soldiers that the guy that was dating the girl that got beheaded, the boyfriend. Yeah, he was the only one. It's the guy that he was killing, the little soldiers. They survived. And I think Arya, yeah, only them. Everyone else was. So after that happened, he killed them. Jon Snow didn't want him to kill them, but he killed them. And then what happened? Okay, so after that happened, he sat there and tried to go reason with her still. So after talking to the imp, he walks up to her. They were talking, they kissed and stuff like that. And then while they're kissing, he said, you will always be my queen, I will always love you. Then he stabbed her. Yep, Daenerys is done. He stabbed her in the heart or the stomach, and then she started bleeding from her mouth. She fell on the floor. Then Drogon came, and he melted the shit out that Iron Throne. So he said, quote, if my mama can't sit on it, Ain't no one saying it. So he reinvented, I said what I said, and I meant it when I said it. Okay? So after he did that, he picked his mother up. He kept trying to, like Simba did with Mufasa. Get up. Get up. So he kept trying to get her up, and then he scooped her up by his legs, and he flew away. He flew the fuck away. So after he flew away, I think they had a time jump because Jon Snow and them started looking dirty when they got in prison and whatnot. So when they were imprisoned, and after being in prison for that long, they needed to decide on what to do with him, and they wouldn't let the guy, Daenerys second hand or whatever you call him, we wouldn't want them to get released. So Bran became the king of the 6 kingdoms, because we're gonna get into why it's only 6. So he got into the 6th kingdom. Sansa and Arya, Jon Snow, bitch, I'm happy they got a happy ending because they was going through it. Do y'all agree with me? Because they was going through it. So, after that happened, they let him go. Jon Snow he went back to the Night Watch. Yeah, so they couldn't release him, and, he couldn't be king. So, he was a Night Watch and stuff like that. So he went back to where he was before. My bitch Sansa. Yes. Sansa. She became the queen of the North. And when I tell you queen, I mean bad bitch. I mean bad the fuck bitch. I mean she straight up and then she's like, my throne. She was like, put it on my head. Cause she was serving looks, and then she had her jacket, she had her Phoenix wig on, cause it was slayed for the gods. And they put that crown on her head. Sansa was like, I'm serving crown. I'm serving queen. I'm serving base. She did what she did. She did what she did. Arya, the girl lost soul. They done stabbed her. She went from being blind to watching her dad get beheaded, from killing all these people, changing faces, massacring people. Like, she's just tuna. So she ended up going to Westfall, Westbrook, whatever you call it, because I'm not good with names. So, it looked like the Starks got their happy ending because Sansa became the queen of the North. Jon Snow went back to being in the Night Watch. And Arya, she's doing her own thing. She wanted to go and, Bran being the king and whatnot of the 6 kingdoms. It ended great. I'm not disappointed. And I'm happy it ended that way, because if you watch the show like I watched the show, the shit that they went through, damn. They went through a whole lot of shit. So the fact that they went through what they went through and survived and overcame it and did better, I'm happy for them. I'm ecstatic for them. And I'm glad I was able to sum this up in this video for you guys. But I can't wait for the prequel. I don't know how the prequel's going to play out. I don't know yet. So hopefully it plays out real good. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed that it plays out real good. But I feel like on top of that, I love the ending. They summed up everybody's story. Still shocked at Cersei. But at the end, I enjoyed how the story ended. I loved it. Can't complain. I'll be damned to complain. And I am a Game of Thrones fan forever.